Hello everybody, it's Vicky here. We are back today with another first look at a new game to our channel called Royal Dental. I'm quite excited to get into this one. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So the game is by Visionaire Labs. Speaking of, thank you so much to Visionaire Labs and Qmela for the key to this game to have a little look-see. And the Steam description reads, rise from peasant dentist to royal healer in this quirky medieval dental simulation RPG. Treat patients, upgrade tools, improve your clinic, expand your knowledge, and restore Princess Penelope's legendary awful smile, all while facing sabotage from a jealous prince. Now, does that not sound like the most intriguing game you've ever come across? I think so. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's get into it. The first thing I've noticed is the music. Got it on really, really low in the background, but the music is very daunting. Second thing I've noticed, look at our cursor. It's a little toothpick tool. Excellent. So let's get into a new game. Early morning, Fallonfield. Welcome to Betrayal, a kingdom plagued by toothache and mistrust. As Passes Pulpum, the new dentist in town, your task is to heal the mouths of the wary and win their confidence one molar at a time. So we've got to open our clinic to begin our grim but noble work. Okay, so we're over here in Fallon Field. We've got the Merchants Bazaar, Town Square, Servants' Quarters, Nobles' Estates, and the Royal Palace, all within this little place called Becalia. What do we have at the minute? We've got pickers and scrapers, a toothpick, no scalpels, cauterize, or extraction tools. I'm kind of glad about that at the minute. We've got mouthwash, poultice, binding, a plug, so a wax plug kit, and we've got a little polished spoon as a mirror. So no doubt we are going to be able to earn some money, buy new things, and upgrade what we've already got. Okay, so trial 1, the tooth trials, own a tool sanitation station. Trial 2, buy and read 2 dental textbooks. Trial 3, fully diagnose and treat a patient with multiple ailments. Trial 4, reach molar tier. Trial 5, treat 20 total patients. So let's open the clinic and let's see what this is all about. There is currently 1 patient waiting. Do we take the next patient or wait for an hour? We're going to take that next patient, aren't we? Okay. So patient name is Ned. Hi, Ned. Symptoms, Ned's got a broken tooth. Diagnosis is unknown, and Ned's a bit tense. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. If he's got a broken tooth, he's going to be in pain, isn't he? So when a new patient arrives, they'll describe their symptoms to you. While you can often guess their ailments from these clues, it's best to take the time to use your mirror and make a full diagnosis before beginning treatment. Your mirror is automatically equipped upon receiving a new patient, and a patient may have more than 1 ailment. Once a patient is fully diagnosed, the diagnose option will disappear. Okay? When you're ready to move on from your diagnosis, click Begin Treatment. Let's see. A peasant named Ned is complaining about a broken tooth. Let's have a look at Ned then, shall we? So diagnose the patient. Did I not use my tool? Did we not do that? Diagnosis chipped tooth. You diagnose Ned with a chipped tooth. Let's begin some treatment. With the patient's ailments in mind, open your inventory to choose and equip a tool or supply. Once equipped, close your inventory and apply your chosen treatment. Some tools work wonders for certain maladies, while others may prove nearly useless, or even harmful. Your treatment score reflects the effectiveness of your choices. When your work is done, choose End Treatment to view your final treatment score and charge the patient for your services. Let's have a look-see. So, how do we do that? So we open the inventory. What do we need to use? How do we do this? How do we do this? Let me just have a look at the... And that's just audio settings, isn't it? I wonder how we do this then, because it says to use your mirror. We didn't do that. What's up there? So that's just settings as well. So what are we going to give him? Should we give him some garlic? Let's see what happens.
It is evident that I should have spent more time studying.
Oops. Your mashed garlic paste had no effect on Ned's condition. After attempting a treatment on an ailment, that treatment information will become unlocked in the compendium. Okay, well that's good. Use your inventory and use the arrow buttons to navigate to the books section. Then click on the dental compendium and use the arrows to navigate to the page of the ailment you just attempted to see what you've learned as well as other helpful information. Okay. Dental compendium. All right then. Plaque buildup, halitosis, tooth sensitivity, food impaction, chipped tooth. So we now know that a poultice is ineffective on a chipped tooth. So we'll have to have a look. I think that what else have we got? So we can be treating gingivitis, tartar, tooth decay, hairline cracked tooth, dental abscesses, periodontitis, advanced tooth decay, pulpitis, tooth fractures, impacted wisdom teeth, tooth mobility, severe dental abscesses, necrotizing periodontitis, osteomyelitis, squamous cell carcinoma, and tooth avulsion. Never heard of that. Okay, so we know that that doesn't work. We know that the garlic doesn't work. So do we need to do something else? Maybe a wax plug kit? Should we try that? You treated Ned's chipped tooth with your wax plug kit. Excellent news. So diagnosis, chipped tooth, treated. So I'm assuming now that dental compendium for a chipped tooth. There we go. So we now know that works and it's changed to effective there. Okay, this is quite interesting actually. I was a bit confused at first, but now I know what we're doing. It's making a little bit more sense. So let's end the treatment.
I'm ready for a biscuit and spread of lard. I hope my next patient does not showeth up.
Oh, I mean, a biscuit and a spread of lard does sound fantastic, actually. You finished treatment of Ned with a treatment score of 29. Ned owes you 10 gold. Now, we've got the option to charge them fairly, overcharge them, or don't charge them. So I think in this case, we're just going to charge them fairly. Okay, when you're not actively tending to patients, you can close your clinic and travel to town using the map. Keep in mind that travelling to and from town takes time. In the town, you can purchase tools, supplies, and upgrades to improve your craft and clinic. Your first priority should be to save 20 gold to purchase a sanitation station. Unclean tools bring shame upon your practice and lower your treatment score. That's good to know. You can also wait at your clinic to pass time and wait for new patients to arrive. That's also good to know. So press continue. We've got another patient waiting, so let's have a look, see who we've got. I've just noticed we've got our tier. We're a two-stabler at the minute up in the top left-hand corner. So let's take the next patient. Patient name Nan is complaining of a bad taste in the mouth and a broken tooth. A peasant named Nan is complaining about a bad taste in the mouth and a broken tooth. So do we just get our... Oh, so we use our polished spoon to diagnose the patient. We've diagnosed her with a chipped tooth. Well, we know what we're doing now, don't we? We want to use our little plug thing and begin treatment. Did we do that? No. Use your wax plug kit.
Thine treatment was most successful, just as I predicted.
I like the voice. I like that voice very, very much. You treated Nan's chipped tooth with your wax plug kit. So now we just end the treatment. It says that she's treated there. Finish treatment of Nan with a treatment score of 27. I wonder why that's less than the last time. Anyway, we're still going to get our 10 gold, and of course, we're going to charge Nan fairly. Okay, so we do have 20 gold. So I wonder if we close the clinic, go to the map. Did they say it's the town square where we can go and buy things? Let's have a look. The toolsmith, maybe? You can hover over an item in the shopkeeper's inventory to see its tier and any other important information about it. Higher tier items equals better treatment scores and happier patients. So, are we in the right place for a sanitation station? We are. So there we go. We've got a boiling pot that hopefully, if we go back to the map, where are we? Sanitation, we've got our boiling pot there. Perfect. So we'll close the inventory. Let's leave the town square and go back to, we're down here, aren't we? So Fallon Fields. Let's open the clinic and take the next patient. Let's have a look. It's trial 2, buy and read 2 dental textbooks. So we're going to have to get some money to be able to do that. But in the meantime, a patient named Willow Weiler, is complaining about fuzzy teeth and gum tenderness. So let's diagnose the patient, shall we? You examined Weiler but couldn't identify any new conditions. I wonder, do we click it again? Oh, there we go. So we click it again. You diagnose Weiler with a food impaction. So what are we going to need to use? Oh, it's got to be a toothpick, right? Begin treatment. Well done, securing a sanitation station for your practice. Not every ailment requires tools to treat, but for those that do, it's crucial to sanitize your tools before use. Brilliant. So we sanitize our toothpick. Oh, that made a nice noise. And we use our toothpick. Do we use our toothpick again? And that's not got rid of...
Consider thyself
Oh,
cured
okay,
of
so
all
you
of
just have
thy
to click it a
cursed
couple of
crowns. Please
times.
cometh back soon.
You treated Violet's food impaction with your toothpick. Brilliant. Okay, so we end the treatment. Violet owes us 15 gold, and we're just going to charge them fairly as well. Thank you so much. You've gathered enough gold to purchase anesthetic from the town's witch. Your patient will surely be grateful if you acquire some and begin offering it during their treatments. Okay, let's press continue. And we need to have a look and see how much the dental textbooks are as well. For now, let's take the next patient. Let's get some more gold in our pockets. Our peasant named Dunn is complaining about bad breath. So we've examined them but couldn't identify any new conditions. And we've again clicked the button and we've diagnosed Dunn with plaque buildup. So what have we got that will treat that, I wonder? Maybe a bitter herb rinse. Do you think that'll do anything, or is it back to the toothpick? Let's try the bitter herbs. So begin treatment. Bitter herb
Lovely,
rinse.
thine treatment was most successful, just as I
Okay.
predicted.
We got that right then. So we treated Dunn's plaque buildup with the bitter herbs and they're all sorted. So end the treatment. Oh, they owe us 12 gold. Thank you so much. So we've got 27. Let's take another patient and then we'll go and have a look and see how much the dental textbooks are going to cost us, as well as a visit to the witch. A peasant named Bess is complaining about dry mouth and sharp tooth pain. So diagnose. We examined Bess but couldn't identify any new conditions. Same again. Okay, so we've diagnosed. Okay, yes, you've got to click it multiple times until the diagnose patient button disappears. So we've got tooth sensitivity and halitosis. So I'm wondering if that's what now we need the Anesthetic. Possibly. Let's try. What are we working on? What are we working on? Halitosis and tooth sensitivity. So let's try, just for curiosity's sake, the mashed garlic. There we go. So we treated their tooth sensitivity with the mashed garlic paste. I can't imagine how nice that would have been. And then halitosis, it's got to be the mouthwash, surely. Let's try that. That little gargle noise is quite satisfying, actually. So we've treated her halitosis with the bitter herb rinse. She's all sorted. Let's have a little look at our dental compendium as well. So if we go back to the beginning, plaque build-up, we know exactly what works. Halitosis, we know exactly what works. Tooth sensitivity, food impactions. So the plug wasn't the most effective for the chipped tooth. So that's something that we're going to have to discover as well. And then the rest of it we've not experienced yet, so that's fine. Okay, so let's end the treatment. She owes us 18 gold. Okay, thank you so much. There are no patients waiting, so that gives us a good time. Now, let's go and have a look how much these dental textbooks are going to cost first. Through to the town square. Let's have a look at the bookstore first. Oh, I see. So these books give us different. Oh, they're quite expensive, aren't they? They give us different upgrades. So the barber's ledger is going to give us higher diagnosis speed, drafts of poppy, anesthetic speed, on the needle and nerve, anesthetic skill, and so on and so forth. And if you scroll to the right, it's got the physician's primer and the master's ocular treatise. So that's going to give us, on diagnosis speed, it looks like we've got 3 options to level up. And look, we've got all of these as well. So there are an awful lot of upgrades there. The first lot of books are 50 gold each. We don't have that yet. So let's go back to the map. Let's go to the witch's hut. Bear with me 1 second then. Okay, so the witch's hut, hello. Anesthetic, they said, didn't they? So we've got bottle of spirits, clove oil dropper, poppy extract vial, mandrake infusion kit, and the alchemist's ether kit. Let's just go for that first one. Bottle of spirits there. Go back to the map and back to town square. I wonder if we needed to get anything else from her. We can check, can't we? And then back to Fallonville. Okay, so open the clinic. There are no patients waiting. Let's wait until the next patient arrives. Oh, wait until night time. You waited for around 3 hours, so we are at night time now, so we can go to bed. Hopefully we'll have some patients in the morning. So my first thoughts on this game is, at first it was really, really confusing. But once you know the mechanics of it, like once you know that you've automatically got that you don't need to select, you don't need to physically look at the patient. Because I was expecting to go into a little view of the patient and to actually use the like the mirror, for example. But that's not the case. So now I know what's going on. I'm actually quite enjoying this. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you guys think about it as well. So we woke up in the early morning and we hear somebody knocking on the door. Do we want to answer it? We do. A surly looking man dressed in noble robes is standing at your door. Let's find out who he is. I am Prince Daniel Silvertongue. You may address me as such. I came to inspect the new dentist in Bucalia. Well, come on in. There's no need for that. I've already completed my inspection. Your clinic is fine for peasants and servants and the like, but I hope you don't have any foolish dreams of treating Princess Penelope. She wouldn't step foot in an establishment such as this. Goodbye. And he left. Well, he's rude, isn't he? He's very, very rude. Right, let's open the clinic. Currently 1 waiting patient. That's fine. Let's see who they are. Jory's got bad breath. Oh no. And Jory's quite tense. So let's diagnose Jory. Jory's got some plaque build-up. So I think that was the toothpick, wasn't it? Begin treatment. You've obtained anaesthetic, a rare comfort in Betrayal. Proper use will ease the patient's suffering, improve their temperament, and raise your treatment score. To use anaesthetic, equip it during treatment just like a tool or supply, then select the option to provide the anaesthetic to the patient. You may offer multiple doses to deepen its effect, but beware, too much may do more harm than good. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. Bottle of spirits. You provided Jory with anaesthetics, so his mood has changed from tense to uneasy. What happens if we do it again? Let's have a look. His mood has changed to fine. All right, so we're a little bit happy with that. Toothpick. Sanitize the toothpick, and then you use the
Lovely.
toothpick.
Thine treatment was most successful, just as I predicted.
Just as I predicted. You treated Jory's plaque build-up with your toothpick. Brilliant. So we're going to end the treatment there. Okay, you finished treatment of Jory with a treatment score of 40 and they owe us 16 gold. Brilliant. Thank you so much. There's currently 1 patient waiting after Jory. So let's do it. Let's see who we've got and what we've got. They're complaining about a bad taste in their mouth. Bess. Did we see Bess yesterday? I'm not too sure. So we're going to diagnose her. She's got a food impaction. Should we give her the bottle of spirits? Okay, now she's comfortable. I wonder what happens after comfortable. We might have to one day just give a little bit too much and see what happens as well. But for the food impaction, let's grab our toothpick, sanitize it, and use it. And then we'll end the treatment. And again, she owes us 16 gold there. So we've gathered enough gold to purchase a dental text to study from. Buy one from the bookstore in town and then read it in your free time to improve your skill or speed at various dental techniques. So let's do that. We've got 1 patient waiting, but for now, we'll close the clinic. We're going to go to the bookstore. I really want to see what that's about when we get a book. Get a book and see what we have to do. Okay, let's have a think. What do we want to do first? I'll tell you what, let's just start from the top. Diagnosis speed, the barber's ledger. Let's buy that. So then I'd assume unread, today's newspaper, and the barber's ledger. I didn't realise that we've got to read the newspaper. Oh, we can upgrade furniture as well. So at the minute, we've got a ratty dental chair. Okay. And we've got a busted up stools. Busted up stools for the customers waiting on. All right, then. So how do we read? I wonder if we've got to go back to our office. We've got to go back to the office. Ah, there we go. So you've acquired a dental text that you can study. When your clinic is closed and you have a text in your inventory, you'll have the option to study. Reading takes time, but completing a book grants a boost to its related skill. Speed books reduce the number of action points required when using that skill, while skill books increase your proficiency, which improves your treatment score. Both of those are good things, aren't they? I really like that as well. I like that you don't just pay your money and you're automatically granted that benefit. I like that you've then got something further to do to make that benefit happen. I think that's really, really interesting. All right, so let's study. Let's study the barber's ledger because why not? So we've just read 48 pages. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? That was pretty quick. Should we do it again? Oh, no, let's go and see who we've got waiting. So we've got 1 patient. Let's check them out first and then we'll get a little bit more studying in. So a peasant named Dunn is complaining about a bad taste. Let's give them a little diagnosis. Food impaction, we know exactly what we're doing with that. We don't have any anaesthetic, so we're just going to get straight in
Lastly,
there.
thine treatment was most successful, just as I predicteth.
I do like that, predictive. To end the treatment, okay, so if we'd have used the anaesthetic, we'd have got 16 gold. So it is potentially worth keeping a supply of that to hand. So we're going to charge done fairly. There are no patients waiting, so let's close up. Let's do a little bit more studying. Let's have a look at the newspaper. Okay, Bakalia Daily News. Villagers gathered last night to watch a swarm of glowbugs fill the barley fields with light, bright as lanterns. Children shouted them laughing, though a few elders muttered that such brightness draws trouble. The insects vanished by dawn, leaving behind a faint smell of ash. And then the royal update, word from the capital says Princess Penelope dazzled guests at the midsummer feast, her laughter bright as the moon. Peasants raised mugs in her honour, toasting a royal who remembers the common folk. So we must like the princess. She sounds quite nice. All right, so that's finished. Let us have a little bit of a read of the Barber's Ledger. So we're just over halfway through that, actually. Let's do it again. Okay, so that's finished. That's finished. We must now get the... We'll have a look, actually, see what it says. You read the Barber's Ledger for a while. Let's wait for an hour. Our clinic is open, isn't it? Wait for another hour. Wait for another hour. Wait for an hour. Okay, so it looks like we're just going to have to go to bed. That's fine.
Blasteth that Prince Silvertongue, he doth attempt to thwarteth me at every turn.
Oh, Prince Daniel Silvertongue is sabotaging you. He spread a rumour about you, which will make patients less likely to show up for a time, and stole some of our dental supplies. How rude. You can hover over the rumour icon at the top of the screen to see the details of the rumour. You'll need to visit the witch's hut in town if you want to replace your stolen supplies. So let's have a look, shall we? Spread a nasty rumour about us. Patients are less likely to come in. What people are saying, they say the dentist once fainted at the sight of their own needle. How long this rumour will last? A whole 2 days. Well, that prince is pretty mean, isn't it? Isn't he? Okay, so what's he got rid of? So some bindings have gone. Everything else seems okay. So he's pinched 3 bindings. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be fair. Okay, so let's close that inventory there. So we've got another book to read. We've got to reach more Lamonga tier, which I'm wondering is the next tier along. And we've got to treat 20 patients in total. What does this say here? Oh, there we go. So it does tell you. Upon further inspection, you realise some of your linen and dental threads are gone. So that's fine. We know about that. Okay, so we've done 2 out of the 5 trials there. We're about halfway through 2 of them as well, and I'm assuming that more than Mongo is just the next tier along up in the top left. I'm going to call that a good stopping point for now. This was just a little quick look into this game, Royal Dental. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. I'm really, really intrigued by this game. Genuinely, really, really intrigued, and I want to see what comes next. Please let me know what you guys think as well, whether you want to see a little bit more of it, you want to see what happens as the game progresses. We can absolutely come back to this and do some more episodes. You just have to let me know. But for now, like I say, I'm going to call that a day there. Again, this game is available on Steam. Developer Visionaire Labs and Seedborn, published by Visionaire Labs. It's available for a low price at the moment. It's only £4.99. So if you want to give it a go, £4.99. It's not much, is it? It's not much for a game on Steam these days. If you do give it a go, let me know as well. I'd love to know what you whether you enjoyed it, if you do buy it, if you do give it a dabble. Like I say, we will end it there, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me during this episode, and I will see you on the next one. Tatty bye.